Welcome to the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Today I'd like to highlight the headlines of volcanic events in 2018. The Watchers.news has done an excellent job curating these news events from around the world. Watch the world evolve and transform on Watchers.news. They offer the latest news happening worldwide without the MSM hype. Here are some of the many headlines for volcanic events in 2018. I would like to note that this does not include all of the natural disasters such as other earthquakes and extreme weather. I'll be covering that in another video. Out of an estimated 1,500 active volcanoes, on average, 50 to 70 erupt every year, spewing steam, ash, toxic gases, and lava. There were 77 confirmed eruptions at some point during 2018. From the 71 different volcanoes in 25 countries, 36 of those were new eruptions that started during 2018. Volcanoes can impact climate change. During major explosive eruptions, huge amounts of volcanic gas, aerosol droplets, and ash are injected into the stratosphere. Injected ash falls rapidly from the stratosphere. Most of it's removed within several days to weeks and has little impact on climate change. But volcanic gases like sulfur dioxide can cause global cooling. The year 1816 is known as the year without a summer because of severe climate abnormalities that caused average global temperatures to drop. This resulted in major food shortages across the northern hemisphere. Evidence suggests that this was predominantly a volcanic winter event caused by the massive 1815 eruption of Mount Tambora in the Dutch East Indies, now known as Indonesia. This eruption was the largest eruption in the last 1,300 years. May 2018 marked a large eruption event that continued throughout the summer. Hawaii's Kīlauea volcano provided a dramatic display of the power of nature as earthquakes, eruptions, and lava flows took place. Fissures developed from May through August, forcing evacuations and destroying hundreds of homes. Beginning on May 3rd, the ash cloud from Kīlauea reached heights of 30,000 feet. Lava continued to flow in the days and months following the eruption, becoming increasingly steady throughout August. On the day of the eruption, 21 active fissures cracked open and 37 structures were destroyed. In addition, at least 10,000 residents were displaced from their homes throughout the month of May. The deadliest eruption of Guatemala's infamous volcano of fire since 1923 occurred on June 3rd and claimed nearly 200 lives in its wake. Volcán de Fuego is one of the world's most active stratovolcanoes and is located just 27 miles from Guatemala City. With almost no evacuation time before the deadly eruption, the June 3rd event created devastating lava flows and lahars, or powerful volcanic debris flows. Homes were buried in ash, while baseball-sized volcanic rocks rained from the skies, leaving crumpled masses of melted rubber and twisted steel throughout the populated areas in the region. In addition, lava flow and debris swept through entire villages, wiped out bridges, and made areas inaccessible to first responders. The ground remained so hot following the eruption in some areas that rescuers' boots were melted when trying to navigate through the debris. In 2018, other erupting volcanoes include Shimodaki, Sinabung, Agung, Flornez, the Mount Mayon volcano in the Philippines, and many more. Discussing different facts coming from multiple sources from around the world gives us a lot of insight for the future. We interview people behind the science of the grand solar minimum and strive for society to gain awareness to the changes that are taking place. Our climate is changing, and we as a human race need to make a shift to adapt to these changes. I would like to thank the Watchers.news for all they have contributed to this community of watchers. This year was very eventful with volcanic activity. It's shocking to see how many events struck the world in just 12 months. Like the Watchers.news, here at GSM, we want to show how natural forces, in particular to the current prolonged low sunspot activity of the sun, will affect you and your family in the future. There will be severe consequences with the next substantial volcanic eruption into the stratosphere. This will lead to even more massive crop failures over a very wide area of the globe for possibly several growing seasons. We end the year with some catastrophic volcanic activity. In Indonesia, a volcanic eruption caused part of the Krakatoa island to collapse into the Sunda Strait, generating a 16-foot tsunami wave that killed at least 430 in Java and Sumatra. The government has warned people to stay a half-mile from the shore because another tsunami could be triggered by Krakatoa's continuing eruptions. Fears of a second tsunami in Indonesia as volcano erupts again. Flights have been diverted, and the death toll, unfortunately, is still rising. There's still a lack of clarity surrounding the situation. However, the fact that a high ash plume has been observed for many hours suggests the eruption could reach a VEI 4, with a possibility that it already has. This is recent information coming in, so going into the new year, we will keep you updated as information comes in. Sicily was shaken by an earthquake as Mount Etna erupted once again. The overnight quake was triggered by Mount Etna's eruption earlier in the week, causing injuries and damage in eastern Sicily. The quake registered 4.8 mag, according to the news agency ANSA, which reported 600 people were displaced by the trembler and at least 10 people were injured. A section of a major roadway was closed, as was the railway along the Ionian coast. We will leave the link to the Watchers in the details below. Myself and Jake here at GSM wish you and your family a very happy and safe new year. Please remember to like and share. Thanks for tuning in to GSM. Happy New Year!